day, Mr. Oliver Lisandra. By the way, we are the second group which is assigned to report about the Information Society. I am Clark Pis-an, and my task is to report about the information and the role of the language. First, what is information? Word is combination of sounds that represents something. According to Trison in 2006 and Benheim in 2015, the words are informed because they carry information. In today's present generation, we are all surrounded by technology that provides information. For example, television, radio, smartphones, and internet devices. These things intend to carry information, but before these things were invented, the most common way on passing a message is through verbally or with the use of words. Words are made up of sounds, and yet they transmit more significant, and this is a message. Words are informed with meaning given by the speaker and intended to the listener. According to Davis and Olson in 1985, information is a data that is processed into a form that is meaningful to the recipient and is of real or perceived value in current or prospective actions or decisions. So basically, information is a processed data. It is meaningful and useful in prospective actions or decisions. Next, what is language? A language is a system of communication which consists of a set of sounds and written symbols which are used by the people of a particular country or region for talking or writing. Language is an extremely important way of interacting with the people around us. We use language to let others know what we feel, what we need, and as we ask questions. The role of language. Language is an important source of communication. Next, language is a complex system of symbols. It is the source of human thoughts. And last, all kinds of information can be sorted out by it, and we convey our feelings, thoughts, impressions, experiences to others through it. So learning to speak other languages will greatly help us to communicate with other people. By this, we can better understand other people's culture and their way of thinking. As students, learning and understanding foreign language opens up new opportunities to us, and this helps us on building and creating our career paths soon. So that ends my report. Thank you so much for listening.
Hello sir, once again good evening. I am Shela Mae Primor, AMDNA student, second year. So for today I am going to report or to tackle all about mathematics as the language of nature. Let us define first what is the word mathematics. So mathematics came from the Greek word Manthenein, which means that to learn. So we are here, or the mathematics symbolizes that we have to learn the mathematics as the language of nature. Math is like any other language. You must first to know the vocabulary, then last is you have to understand with it. Mathematics is the science of discovery. Why it is called the science of discovery? It is because it has an integrity, beauty, and many other features that relates the nature. So as you can see in the slides that mathematics is called the language of nature, science. So Italian astronomer, physicist, and Galileo Galilei is attributed with the quotes, "Mathematics is the language in which God has written the universe." So it is understandable that mathematics is a part of our lives, or it relates to the nature. Mathematics meets the definition of language linguistics who don't consider math language cite it is used as written rather than spoken or form of communication. So as you can see in the slide, or it refers that problems in the math is not about communicating, nor it is understanding what is mean or what does it mean to that problem. Math is a universal language. The symbols is different symbols like an organization to form are the same in every country of the world. Second slide is that the universe cannot be read until we have learned that language and become familiar with characteristic in which it is written. It is written when mathematical language, which means it is humanly impossible to comprehend a single word. So it means that you have to analyze the problem of that situation because you cannot understand if you are just looking at it and without listening what does it mean to you. Mathematics meets all of these requirements. The symbols, their meanings, syntax, and grammars are the same throughout the world. Why it is called that? Yes, it is mathematics, truly a language. It helps to know that what language is and how the vocabulary and grammar of mathematics are used to construct sentences. In the module, stated that technology in the modern world is the fruit of science because of the scientific method help people discover how natures behave on earth. So it is convincing that technology is also part of the nature because it is very relevant if you are in the as what you call mathematics as the language of nature, because mathematics is very useful in our lives. All of our actions that we have done, we need mathematics to comprehend, or not just to communicate people but also analyzing that problem. Lastly, I have a quote there. The language that nature speaks is the same language that were invented for mathematics. That's just an amazing piece of luck, which we don't understand. So in this part, mathematics is the language of nature. We must give importance to this and let the new generation witness the essence of what really the essence of having this subject or the mathematics as part of the nature, or having the knowledge that all about this kind of information, especially in this modern world. So that's all that I can conclude as the topic that I was assigned.
Hi, good day. My name is Danah Quiniquito, and at this moment I am going to share with you the information that I have gathered regarding the topic technological world. Today, with everything we need at our fingertips, our lives are much more comfortable and easier. Over the years, technology and our everyday lives have transformed our planet. Nowadays, for everybody, technology is an important aspect of everyday life. In addition, senior technology has developed wonderful tools and resources to provide us with important information. Multifunctional gadgets such as wristwatch and smartphones have now opened the path to modern technology. Computers are now quicker, more portable, and more powerful than before. Technology has made our life easier, faster, better, and more entertaining with all these changes. But what exactly is technology? Technology, in its most basic sense, is the science or knowledge put into practical use to solve problems or develop helpful tools, which are in turn used to make life easier for people. Technology is born with the achievement and breakthrough of scientific development. It enables the production and use, utilizing engineering, applied and pure science of technical resources and their interaction with society and the environment. The use of knowledge in the invention and manufacturing of gadgets and apparatuses, which may be utilized in many different ways, may essentially be described as technology. Technology, it is essentially the method we carry out scientific findings and mix them with our personal wants. Technology is a broad word for many tools, machinery, and devices that we utilize in our daily lives. Man developed these tools and equipment so that the jobs are faster and easier. Technology has impacted our way of life in more ways. The advances of technology have given faster means of communication via instant messaging applications and social media platforms. Although technology has transformed our lives in innumerable cases, some are regarded as revolutions of the human race. One great example is the technology employed in the science of robotics. So nowadays, robots are being utilized for different reasons by individuals and companies across the world. In other cases, they are also employed to safeguard us in locations which are deemed dangerous to people. This is one place where radioactive waste is cleaned and handled. Another example is the artificial intelligence, the simulation by machines, in particular computer systems of human intellect. AI applications are specific to expert systems, natural language processing, voice and machine vision recognition. It is a great illustration of the technical process that man accomplished. AI, or the artificial intelligence, is a smart machine that can behave as what we are. It can carry out work such as solving problems, planning, learning, and even thinking. AI nowadays is employed for the combat, safety, medical, and communication sectors in all key sectors. In addition, it is far more efficient than us and has a much lower mistake rate. Though technology has made life for every one of us a lot more comfortable, it has also had a number of adverse impacts that we cannot ignore. Technology, however, may be misused as one of the greatest instruments for humanity. Technology can also make some occupations obsolete, leading to unemployment. In addition, contemporary technology must work on becoming more environmentally friendly and reducing its carbon impact. Only so will technology ensure that our natural resources and ultimately our world are not destroyed. While technology progress is vital for us, it is true that today we appear to be too independent on it. So one of the examples is the usage of mobile phones. In difficult times, it was supposed to be in contact, but now we can see young people working too much on mobiles and squandering their valuable time in numerous applications. Another disadvantage of technology is that people are so technologically dependent that they no longer desire to undertake any manual labor. People favor technology even for little activities that can be done by men, and this has led to people sleeping both physically and mentally. While technology progress is vital for us, it is true that today we appear to be too independent on it. So one of the examples is the usage of mobile phones. In difficult times, it was supposed to be in contact, but now we can see young people working too much on mobiles and squandering their valuable time in numerous applications. In the future years, the revolutions will continue to bring dramatic changes to our daily lives. It might be difficult to keep up with the continuous changes. Fortunately, there is a great deal of modern technology meant to be useful and easy to use. Use technology to find out ways to enrich and become a key part of our everyday life rather than being overwhelmed. In our life, technology has its own significance. Our lives wouldn't have been simpler and faster without technological advances. Thanks to the technical advancement in many sectors, modernization of the world today has all been feasible. It also helped to reduce risks that individuals in various areas. For humans, technology certainly is a boon. For a country's economic progress, this is all the more crucial. In reality, Modern technology has reduced human effort and the risk of accomplishing a lot. However, it's still up to us to look at how we best employ the existing technology. So, in conclusion, technology is either beneficial or harmful intrinsically, but it is based on how we use it that makes it so. So, that's all for my part. Thank you for listening.
Good day, everyone. Today, we are going to explore the printing press and beyond. The power of ideos or idea would be witnessed in the succeeding centuries of development in the West. The ancient fascination with language gave rise to the preservation of words of earlier people at the same time when the West weakened itself due to the intestine warfare and conflicts. Throughout this dark period, the importance of the word, the power to be informed as a human being, led to the transmission of ideas through hand copying. From this manual action would rise the technology that would transform cultures, the printing press. Historians argued that the printing press is one of the revolutionary inventions in human history. With it, you can spread knowledge and ideas like never before. The ancient Greeks has an idea that knowledge to be shared and communicated among humans would actually be done on a scale unimagined by its thinkers. And also, it has economic impacts to the world. What is printing press and when was it invented? The movable type printing press is not really movable because it's really heavy. It is called movable because it has a movable blocks with letters. It is developed by the inventor Johannes Gutenberg and his business partners in Mainz, Germany, 1450. In addition, there have been a printing monopoly in 1450 because the blocks that is used in the printing press was not published to the public in another decade by its inventors. The world has never looked back. This technological invention allowed words and scientific ideas to be established in a view of nature anchored in scholarly works and studies. For instances, new discoveries about the phenomenon of electricity were eagerly absorbed by fellow scientists, who then utilized the science to create other technological products. The radio was built upon the wave of nature of electricity and magnetism, and from there, television followed. In the age of information, the transmission of ideas has undergone changes. Meaning and depth are no longer conveyed strictly by rhetoric, but rather by its electronic replacement. The digital signals or digits, such as digital world, is a direct offspring of a progressing world of technology, built upon the many advances in science.
A pleasant day to each and everyone. So today I will be explaining about the World Wide Web. So first of all, the World Wide Web is not the internet. Let me explain first what is the internet. So the internet is essentially the means by which computers connect to each other in order to share information. The communication enabled through the internet has many uses such as email, file transfer, and conferencing. However, the most common use is accessing the World Wide Web. Or, in other words, the internet consists of millions of computers linked by thousands of networks, whereas the World Wide Web consists of billions of sites that can be accessed through the internet. Sir Tim Berners-Lee, the father of the World Wide Web, invented it as a way of addressing data, processing information, sharing needs among scientists for the European Organization for Nuclear Research or CERN. After initially circulating his software among colleagues at CERN, it was released to the public in 1991. The fundamental building block of the World Wide Web, or Web for short, is a single page. Let us first define what is single page. So, A single page is a document containing content which can include links to other pages, and these are called hyperlinks. Hyperlinks are text or images that you can click and they jump you to another page. These hyperlinks form a huge web of interconnected information, which is where the whole thing got its name. Now, let's look at the video on that phone. As we can see, there are some words whose color is blue. When you click a word that is of that color, it will direct you to another link about that word that you just clicked. That is how a hyperlink works. With hyperlinks, you can easily flow from one related topic to another. With ease of sharing information at present, its reliability becomes compromised. People tend to post unethical and deceitful information, which most people would believe right away without having a fact checked. Fake news and disinformations are everywhere, especially in social media. Always believe information from reliable sources. Especially nowadays that the 2022 elections is approaching. Because of people's biases, they would post lies about a certain candidate just to show that the other one is better. The easy access to personal information makes one susceptible to online predation, identity theft, and scamming, among others. With the birth of social media, people are free to post their pictures and videos, and the viewers are also able to save those pictures and use your photos in the account that they made without your permission. That's a form of identity theft. They can also use that account with your photo in it to scam other people. Like for example, one of my FB friends, she is really pretty. That's why her photos were used by a certain person just to catfish men. Considering the many benefits we get from these technologies, we must also be responsible in utilizing them to avoid harming others and ourselves. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned a lot from my report. Have a great day.